So we got a big one today, guys. So Rishi Sunak, he just announced that the UK general election will be on the 4th of July. And everyone's asking, why did he do it so soon? Andrew Neil says he's stumped. Everyone has no idea. Do it later. You know you're going to lose. Stretch it out as far as you can. Give yourself the most chance. Maybe there'll be a recovery. Maybe something will happen. Why would you do it so quickly? So let's go over the main reasons. So the reason why he did this today is also this morning's economics results. What were they? Inflation came down from 3.2% to 2.3%. Well, hey, that's pretty good. No, because it was expected to go down to 2.1%, and 2.3% is above that. Also, looking at the OBR's own forecasts, they're already saying it's going to go back up next month. And the reason is April 2023 was a massive number that dropped out, and so therefore it allows the average to look good. But as those other numbers drop out, the average goes back up. So that's what's going to happen. He knows it. So he's going to have one more month, June. It will go back up, just like in the US has gone back up. And it will go back up in the UK as well. And he'll just say it's temporary or transit or whatever. He'll make up an excuse. It's a one-off, but we expect it to keep going back down, whatever. So that is why he did it. He's seen it came down less, not as much as expected, and it's going back up. So he's got no chance. Also, the fact is the minimum wage went up, benefits went up 10%, and state employees got 7% also. So all that is hugely inflationary, just started in January, will keep coming in. And obviously, as that flows through, inflation guaranteed to go back up. Second thing people say, what about interest rates? He could have waited. Oh, the Bank of England, the Fed says they'll probably do one this year. The Bank of England will probably, one cut at least. He could have waited to November or maybe even January. One would have been good. It would have shown positivity. The reason is there ain't no interest rates coming, guys. They're just lying to you. There's no interest rates on the rise. All the fiat currencies are getting busted. The BRICS, basically Russia and China, who really make stuff, who really have commodities, who really control everything, they're dumping their fake Western things. So China just dumped $60 billion of treasuries this week. That means the rates go up, and it's those bond market rates that actually decide what the rates are, not the Fed. It's just rubbish what they tell you. So there is no chance interest rates are going to go down. Maybe they'll do one fake cut this year, but as everyone knows, it's just a token. They can't do much. So that was the reason why he said, well, inflation's going back up. Interest rates not going to be cut. And then the third thing, and this was the whopper, the UK borrowed £21 billion in April. Now, April is a tax earning month, right? People pay their taxes in April. Never do you borrow in April. It's always a surplus. Yet we see here that they had to borrow 21 billion. I mean, that's how bad the UK is. So it's really way above expectation. He saw that. He probably saw that. He fell off his chair and he said, right, there's nothing I can do. Literally, Britain is so broken. I can't afford the national insurance cut I said I would do. Obviously, I can't afford it. It was unfunded. Everyone knew that. I might as well just go for broke, just do it as early as possible because I cannot fund it. The economic data is just going to get worse and worse and worse. I might as well just pass on the poison chalice as quickly as possible. And as Nigel Farage said, he chose suicide over obliteration, which means he knew he's going to get obliterated. The longer this goes on, Britain is so bad. The longer it goes, the worse it gets. So he's gone for that. And yeah, that is the way the UK is going. What I'm truly shocked about, I'll tell you what I'm truly shocked about, is the amount of people that's still going to vote Tory. I'll tell you. And why? Because they go, well, a vote for reform is a vote for Labour. Guys, it's like someone who's got two legs, and this guy goes, I promise you I'm not going to chop your leg off. And he chops his leg off. That's the Tories. Then he's got a second leg, and another guy saying, I'm going to chop your leg off. And the one who chopped his leg off saying, don't worry, I won't chop your leg off. And you're going, oh, oh, well, I know you just chopped my leg off, but because you're now saying you're not going to, I'm going to trust you. Dude, they're both going to chop your leg off. What can't you understand? Why do you live in this hope? They've just screwed you for 14 years. I mean, I really don't think Labour could have done it this bad, honestly. And you're still going to vote Tory because you think Labour is worse? It's not even possible to be worse. They are the worst. You've just had the worst. You've had the highest immigration under Labour was 200,000. You just had 750,000 under the Conservatives, 3 times higher than the Labour's highest. Where do you think it's going to get worse with Labour? It's already really bad. So, I mean, I'm just shocked. Anyone's going to vote for them. And I think that just tells you why Britain has no hope, because even people who are allowed to vote still going to vote for this party. I mean, either don't vote or vote Reform. Okay? You cannot vote Tory. They're the ones who just chopped your leg off. Are you sick? Are you sick? Yeah, but they might chop the other one off. Dude, they're both chopping it off. Both of them are going to take both your legs off. There's nothing you can do about it. Where do you think you are? You're going to vote for the guy who chopped your leg off. It's absurd. Only a Brit could think so warped like that. I don't think there's any country that could do that. So, yeah, this is what Britain faces. Really depressing. I mean, yeah, I mean, can't wait for Labour to get in. I mean, it's going to be fun and games. They will oust Starmer the second he gets in, and they'll put in probably a diverse candidate for sure, who will just import more people and more higher taxes. And I mean, again, Conservatives will do the same. Okay, they've had 4 years of an absolute majority. They could have got anything through Parliament, and they chose to do nothing. That's who you've trusted for 4 years. They could still now. They got 1 month to go. They could still do stuff. Heck, they could close legal immigration, which is the biggest problem, tomorrow. They don't even need new laws. They won't do it. They are your enemy. Okay, just remember that. They're just a WEF puppet. They are your enemy, both of them. Vote Reform or don't vote at all.